Good morning everyone, here's the van, here is Sam, and we're on the road again.
We came down to Cornwall from Dorset, took about 3.5 hours, pretty straightforward journey. We've not been to Cornwall for about a year. Last time we were here with our friends Dom and Sanja, but this time we're on the south coast.
So we're just past Plymouth, we stopped at Lantic Bay and we're just gonna go for a little walk and explore.
Welcome to Lindiavana. I'm Gabby, this is Sam, and together with our Sprinter van, we invite you along on our van life adventures. If this is your first time here, thanks for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. So last night when we arrived to Lantic Bay, it was pretty dark, so we couldn't really see where we parked. In the morning we just got up and we looked on the map. I'm using an app called the Footpath, which shows you the terrain and the nearest hiking routes, which is really useful when you turn up at a place that you've not been before.
It was quite a steep walk down to the beach, but the way that we went down was a lot further than the way that we went up, and on the way up it was probably a 45-degree angle. So pretty. Once we got back to the van, we started heading towards our next destination, which was St. Catherine's Castle.
The Google Maps took us past Fowey River and we took a shorter route which asked us to take a ferry. There were a couple ferries going across the river, and the one that we took was Bodnik ferry, I believe, and it cost only £5. It takes both cars and people and dogs. It was a very quick, lovely overview of the bay.
Once we arrived near St. Catherine's Castle, we parked in the nearest car park and then walked down towards the beach. This cove was called Ready Money Cove. We just had a look around, took in the scenery, and then took the short walk from the cove up to St. Catherine's Castle. St Catherine's Castle is 500 years old, and it was used up until the Second World War. But after we had a little explore, we walked back down towards the cove, got on ice cream, and then started thinking about heading off to our next destination.
So we found a lovely spot at the harbour, sat down, and we had our first Cornish pasty, which was lovely.
Mevagissey was a beautiful little Cornish town, and there's so many of these towns dotted up and down the Cornish coast. But do beware, you should always try and park outside the town, because navigating around inside the town, especially in a van or a campervan, would be pretty tricky. It was only £3 for 2 hours, and you could actually stay in that main car park overnight for only £10. So we've just come back to the van. We've been in Mevagissey.
Yeah, Mevagissey. We were actually gonna visit this. We had a pin on our map of places to go to, but beforehand we wanted to go to these gardens.
Heligan, yeah, the Lost
Gardens.
Garden, yeah.
And we weren't very organised, so when we turned up they were just about to close, so it wasn't enough time. But what did happen, super randomly, we ran into a couple of friends.
Yeah, it's Helen and Harley and their kids, and we've not seen them since they had kids, and they were actually my first housemates when I first moved to Brighton something like 8 years ago. So it was super, super nice to see them. It was much better than being able to go into the gardens itself. But when we said goodbye, we mentioned that we were going to go and get a Cornish pasty somewhere. And Helen said, oh, you should go to Mevagissey, it's only 10 minutes down the road. Mevagissey?
Mevagissey, yeah.
So that's why we came here. I didn't realise it was actually pinned on the map already, but it was lovely here. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a traditional pasty. I had to get a Thai chicken pasty.
Yeah, it was only the random ones left because it was like 5 o'clock in the evening. Really, really good Cornish pastry bakery. So it was only vegan, veggie and some funky flavoured ones left.
But it was nice, and we sat and we watched the world go by at the harbour. So now we're off to go and find a spot for the night. I'm not sure where we're going to sleep yet. We need to have a look on Park for Night. I'm actually feeling exhausted. We've done a lot today. We went to... where was the first place we went?
So the first one was Lantic Bay.
Lantic Bay, yeah.
And then after that, we went to the St Catherine's Castle.
St Catherine's Castle, yeah.
And then the third one was Mevagissey. So we've done 3 different locations in one day. So I think it was a pretty productive day. Lots of beautiful views. A bit of overcast, but
yeah,
pretty warm and quite nice, calm, really calm weather. This is going to be the end of the video.
If you enjoyed it, click like. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications so you're made aware of every video that we make.
And we'll see you in the next Cornwall adventure video.
Over and out.
Over and out.